Hello, it's day 170, and I want to talk about making changes. That's what they always tell you to do, right? If you don't want to be obese anymore, just make some changes. But the changes they tell you to make depends on the person you're asking, and it also depends on whether or not they're trying to sell you something or not. However, I have decided over the past couple days that I do want to make some changes because I don't want to be obese anymore. And I do understand that in the current body that I'm in, which is where I've settled with intuitive eating, I'm not going to be able to achieve my goals. So the logical thing is I need to create a calorie deficit somehow in order to shed some pounds. So the way I'm planning on creating this calorie deficit, I have to be really careful with that because I feel like if I try to set hard and fast rules, like you can only eat oatmeal for breakfast, you can't eat after 7 o'clock, I feel like if I do that, I am really putting myself in danger of spiraling back into a binge eating cycle, or worse, getting back to that panicky eating state that I really, really hate being in. But I am encouraged because while intuitive eating tells you that you should eat when you're hungry, it also encourages you to stop eating when you're full. I've gotten better at the eating when I'm hungry part, but the part that I'm not so good at yet is stopping when I'm full. And this is something that would sound really stupid to anybody who eats normally, I think, because it is a no-brainer in a lot of ways. Like, eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full, duh. But for me, I have always eaten out of habit. I eat because there's a certain time on the clock, or I eat because other people are eating, or I eat because, the food is available, it's out on the counter, something like that. But I want to get to the point where I'm less influenced by outside reasons to eat and more listening to my own personal reasons for eating. I am still very much a person who is responding to the rest of the world, where I think that the true measure of being in control is listening to your own body. So I think I can create a small calorie deficit just by trusting that I will stop when I'm full and also trusting that I will eat again when I'm hungry. It's a cycle that I'm not super comfortable with yet, but I think that that's really the next step in my journey. I'm not going to set a huge weight goal, and I'm definitely not going to set a number. I'm going to keep weighing myself every day, but there's not going to be you have to be here by this date kind of goal. I think that if I lose about 1/4 of a pound a week, I will be a happy camper. That might not seem like very much, but I think that that's the safe way for me to do this. I think that the lower my goal, shall we say, the lower my weekly loss goal is, the better for right now. And in a lot of ways this feels so stupid. All I'm doing is trusting myself. Why am I so afraid to trust myself? Why am I so afraid that I'm not going to feed myself, or I'm not going to trust that I'm hungry and stop? Why does that scare me so damn bad? I don't know. It's a topic for another day for sure, but that's what I'm going to be trying this week, so stay tuned for that, I guess.